Thank you. So I'd like to introduce myself. Yeah, I'm Joy. Let me just use the word Joy. So is I prefer to be called Joy or Joy King, depending on what the name you prefer to call me. So today I'll be discussing on security. And as we all know that this is one of the fundamental courses that everyone should involve at this point in time, especially in this digital world. And looking back to the few weeks of of the last few weeks, so we are aware of all of the attack that we had, in our WhatsApp cyberspace. So we are an intruder, get into the parent WhatsApp group and start calling parents and using GCCMI name, inappropriately, to in attempts, to scam people. So yeah, so in a bit of this, so we thought of, bringing this type of course on board because it's really important at this point in time. So there's no other time than now, to discuss this course, cyber security. So what is cybersecurity? Is how individuals and organizations reduce the risk of cyber attack. So don't worry, we're going to explain what cyber attack is. So I know some of us know, but we might not be able to put it into words. So we're going to explain what it means. So cybersecurity is also about preventing unauthorized access to the vast amount of personal information we store on our devices and online. So we go into details just to explain what personal information is later on. So I will define cybersecurity as, in my own little way, is a way of preventing unauthorized access to our personal information, to our privacy. And yeah, so I hope this course will help us and to be able to safeguard our activities online and to safeguard our information. I pray may God help us in Jesus' name, amen. So I will go to the next slide, which is just 1 second. I'm using this for the first time. Okay, so I want to also look at why is cyber security important? Why is this course important? So as we all know that we're in digital world and smartphone, computers, internet, has become our a fundamental part of our lives. So as we all know, like in one of our lecture yesterday, and the facilitator mentioned that if, for instance, if we lost our phone, how do we feel? So sometimes we feel like a part of our life has gone. So that is how important, our devices are to us. So cybersecurity is important. It's important for us to be secured, in our cyberspaces so that, yeah, we're able to function well. So one of the important reason why we should be learning, we should be on this course, but we should be looking at, studying or, researching on cybersecurity is because smartphones, computers, and internet are now a fundamental part of our modern life, that it is difficult to imagine how we function without them. So let's take, for example, as we have right now, you'll be shocked that despite the fact that we're in a session, we are in a master class, learning, you'll be shocked that some of us are still pressing our phone. That is how addicted, I want to use the word addicted, I'm sorry, it's not in a negative way, but that's how used to phone, we have. So, and just imagine if this phone is being our privacy, this phone is being accessed unauthorized, and all our information are gone, in a twinkling of an eye. So how are we going to feel? So it's just really going to affect us so badly. It's going to affect our function in our functional system. It's going to be destabilized or dysfunctioned because we um yeah so um Sorry about that. I was trying to ask someone here. No, so it's really important from online banking to shopping to email, social media. So it is important. It is more important than ever to take steps to prevent cyber criminal. Just 1 second, I want to remove this floating. Let me just check. Yeah, I've removed it. Now try to mute the audio. Mute both audio. Yeah, that's why, because you have two devices. So yeah, from online banking and shopping to email, social media, it's more important than ever to take steps that prevent cyber criminals getting hold of our accounts, our data, and devices. So we've been able to look at cybersecurity, say what it is and why it's really important. And like I mentioned, if we are being attacked online, if we are being attacked, in our cyberspace, it could lead to a lot of dysfunctioning in our day-to-day life, in our personal life, and even in our working system. So that's why it's really important that we try as much as possible to ensure that we are secured in a cyberspace. And what are these cyber criminals are after? They are just after our information, personal information. And as we all know that our personal information this information that relates to individual. So basically it's what my personal data is what distinguish me from you. And what distinguish you from me is your personal data. Yeah, and we'll in the course of this course, we'll be talking extensively, on personal information. When we say personal information, most of us we believe is our name, our signature, our address, our phone, but we'll be open our eyes to some other information that are really personal and very sensitive and that we need to protect. So, and yeah, so these are some information we give out freely. So in the course of this um, lecture today, we will we will we will be more cautious, in what the information we give out, to other people, so third party. So personal information is information that relates to an identifiable individual. For example, personal information may include your individual name, your signature, your address, your phone, date of birth, sensitive information, credit information. And also in the UK, we have a law that actually protects, our personal information. So it is called UK GDPR. So it applies to the processing, how organization process, our data. So personal information. So in this slide, I'll be looking at examples of our personal information. So understand we are discussing on cybersecurity. There's no way we can discuss on cybersecurity and we will not mention our personal data, personal information, because this is actually what, the cyber criminal they're after. So, and it is important we understand so that we'll be able to safeguard ourselves, when we are putting our information out there. So what are your personal information? Yeah, your individual name, your signature, your address, your phone number, date of birth, mother, maiden name. Yeah. So for example, now, if I know your if I know your name, obviously, most of our friends know our name, even people that doesn't know us before they know our name and our date of birth, most people know. Sometimes even ourselves on our birthday, we say, 30 years ago, God, I came to this world. So we've already given that information now, so people can calculate your date of birth. And then your address, of course, people can research, from friends to get your, and your date of birth. And guess what? If I want to access my bank online, when I call the bank, what are they going to ask me? They ask for my name, they ask for my address, they ask for my date of birth. They has, and this one of the security that I have to pass through is my mother maiden name. So if anyone know my mother maiden name, it's very easy for them to access my account, straight away. So, and this is why it's really, really important that we keep all this information to ourselves. And I'm very sure that some of us here, some of our friends know every information. It's just that they are not criminal. If they are criminal, they just don't, it doesn't take them anything, to attack us, because they have every information they needed. We put it out there. Some of us, we put our date of birth, the day we were born, on the social media. We put our home address there, and people will research your mother maiden name. Mother maiden name is the surname of your grandmother, So that's your the surname of your mother, sorry, before marriage. So before marriage, your dad. So yeah, people get those information and they hack into your account, and yeah, they give bank order in your name. And bank will order because they pass through the security, um measure, and they are and yeah, and the bank will think they are you. So that is why it's really important that we are we are careful and we are courteous when we are giving our information out there. So sensitive information, there's some information that are very, very sensitive. This one as well can actually can if released, unauthorized, then can damage can cause you a lot of damages. So we'll be talking about this one later on. Another personal information that should be personal, private to you, is your credit information, your bank details. So I know some of us, yeah, I'm going to show us some example of, where we shouldn't be buying stuff online. There are some secured websites. There are some websites that are not secured. So if we are the type who love shopping online, yeah, it's good to shop online. That is is there, to make life easy for us instead of us going into the physical shop. But then we have to be mindful of where we put our information. So we'll be showing you in the course of this the right website to put your information. Now, if you put your information on a website that is not secured, then it is important you quickly, after this meeting, you remove those information because your account will be hacked. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, your bank details should be private to you. So personal information, your card details. Some of us will use debit card, credit card. So this needs to be, supposed to be, shouldn't be shared with third party. Your mortgage, how much you're paying, every month, your debt, if you are in debt, all these things, investment, these are personal information that are not necessarily relevant, to third party. So why are you giving this information out? So, but why are you giving it out? Again, I need to ask this question, and having asked that question, I don't need you to answer me at this point in time, but I just want you to know that, yeah, giving this information out will not do you much good than harm, because it's a matter of time. Whoever you're giving this information, they will use it against you. So that's why you need to ensure that you are watchful and you are careful, people you give your personal information to. Employee record information. So your employee record information as well. So it should be private to you. It shouldn't be shared, at workplace. Like I used to tell my team that your other employer, they are not your friend. So employee, they're your internal competitor. So just imagine you give them your information, they're going to use this against you. It's a matter of time. So that's why we need to be very watchful. So yeah, so and you putting those information online or sharing it, in a way that others or intruder can easily, access it, will not do you any good either. Can you hear me? Are we still there?
Yes,
All right, thank you. Thanks so much. So the next one is photograph. So photograph as well, people use photograph these days, unauthorized. So we have to be watchful, how we put our information, our photograph out there, So some of us, we take portrait, we put our portrait, like our, photograph we use for our passport and all those. So we put it there. So when people want to, if they've received our information, they want to, they want to maybe manipulate our data, they all probably they've gather everything. All they need is our, our portrait. So what's they actually do, because we already put it there online, they just have to go there and download it, yeah, and it's ready to use. That is us, So we need to be careful, those where we send our pictures to, and it could be violated. That's one thing. Anything you put online is no more yours, belongs to, is for public use. So yeah, if you are very sociable, that's good. It's a good life to be sociable, but then you will need to, be careful of those information we put there out there. And I want to emphasize on this because with time some laws are coming out, so on this. So I think, yeah, if you want to put yourself out there, that's fine. But you displaying your children, you know, information, I'm not sure is photo, except they are happy, for you to post it. When they get to a age where they can actually consent, to that. So yeah. But if you do that now, there are some laws that's coming out whereby your child can sue you, you know. Yeah, it's been passed, but it's not been approved yet. So, but yeah, you can face charges in future if your child feel like you've posted photos that he, is not aware of, or even your friend, for example. At the time I went on social media, I saw one of my pictures. If you notice, I'm not a kind of, even that's why with GCMI, I live a very private life. Yeah, I live a private. GCMI make me showcase my picture. I only show off maybe my pictures, maybe my birthday, you know. And some people, as they say, they want to know the face behind it. So I put that on my story, That is a little bit, is a small community, my story, or not on, like, compared to on Facebook, or Instagram. Yeah, so one day I just went online, I saw my picture, I went to exercise, so I took a video with my friend and she posted it without my consent. Yeah, she's my friend, so well, even though we are no more together as a friend, but if I'm a wicked person, I can, because I can use that against her. There are laws that back it up, I can sue her, because she posted that without my consent. So that's how vomiting some money. This is what we're going to explain what that is in later on. So people do this, so we have to be very careful. People, you need to get approval before you post, photographs, videos of people online, because there are some laws coming in place near the future. And even now, if someone posts your photo inappropriately, you can sue the person. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting some lawyer and feel quid, and you get thousands in out of it. But I'm not saying we should do that, but I'm just saying when the laws comes in, so the laws won't start from when it can go back to when you posted. So that's why we have to be very careful. Like GCMI, before we post any about children online, their video, we get black and white consent from parent. That is where they reply me, not by word of mouth. You are happy, you are the one that send it. So in case tomorrow you go to court, then we can meet you there, with our evidence. Yeah. So, and the child have a right to sue, us as well. So in future, but in that case, it's going to backfire on the parent, because the parents, give us that. So yeah, I'm just telling us, these things are really important. These are personal information of people, so we have to. So our IP address. So if you give your IP address, to people, then that is even the worst thing ever. So it should be private to you. Voice print, facial recognition, biometrics, all these are our personal, these are private stuff. Location of information from mobile. So we need to be careful. Some of us, we activate this online when we're in London. It shows where you are. There's somebody who died recently, and from what they gather, the people killed him because he was assassinated. They got the information from his social media because of his location. So we have to be very careful. If you are UK, you are going to Nigeria. People in Nigeria as well. Maybe you don't know. Probably if or someone, they are looking for a way of. You don't know who is watching you, who is monitoring you. You only know who you are monitoring. Do get. So if you are giving them information, then that is you helping. These people, to attack you. So the other time I mentioned something about sensitive information. I'll quickly go through that sensitive information so that we are aware that this information are very, very personal. So racial and ethnic origin. So this is important. We keep this confidential. God forbid, wherever you find yourself, probably you're in the UK, maybe tomorrow it will the war break out. And you tell them you are Nigerian, and probably there's an issue against Nigeria and they are coming for you, because that you get. So, but if they don't know your origin, maybe they thought you are Ghanaian or Zimbabwe, they might be skeptical because the people don't know. But maybe you declare that people know where you're from. So these are sensitive information that if people don't need it, you don't need to be telling, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Nigerian. No, you don't need that information. Even at work, except people ask you, and it depends on your level of relationship with people before you disclose some things to them. So political opinions and association. Yes, this I know in Nigeria people do this like overly, tell I'm PDP, AD, and this and that. Yeah. But to be sincere, this sensitive information, who you voted for is personal to you, because what happens is sometimes if you vote for the wrong other people, for example, um, we know ourselves, even in critically thinking, maybe the other party, you're in the streets, you are the one who voted for maybe Tinubu, Tinubu won, another people, the OV, they can attack him. People die, based on this information they put across. So your political opinion should be personal. It's not something you should, except you're an activist or you're a political leader or whatever. But at the end of the day, before you put those things out there, you just look, how is it going to affect you? So religious philosophy belief as well. So these are sensitive information in places like UK. At work, I'm not allowed, If they ask me my religion, of course, I'll tell them I'm a Christian. But having said that, you don't get put, into discussions because you don't know, who you can be upsetting. Trade union membership association. Yeah, where you belong, your club, all those things should be personal to you to be sincere. Sexual orientation. So sexual orientation and practice, some people they are lesbian, some people are, they are gay, you know. Those things, there are some country where lesbian is not allowed. So if you go there, I'm a lesbian, they kill you, something like that. So yeah, all these things, is private and it's not something, it's sensitive. As why we're telling you that these are personal information. There's also personal information for other people that we need to respect. So when you know someone is a gay, you just respect that. That's the person's issue. So so I don't want to talk more about it because I'm going to post this online. So criminal records. So yeah, you don't need to, tell people probably you have criminal record, maybe you've been to prison before, or a lot of things happen in people's life, whether they cause it or not, So these are very, very sensitive information. You don't need to disclose a top party. And if we look at it, why are you even saying in the first place? Does it have no? The person you are telling is just going to hear. And most people in our lives, we need to be able to accept people we talk to, because some people, all they just need is they use that information you've given them against you. Your immigration status, I don't know if you're in the UK, maybe you came on student visa, you came on whatever spouse, maybe you are British, all these are personal information. They should not be online. They should not be something you share public publicly. So health information as well, probably you are sickler, or some people maybe they have HIV or they have cancer, they have this, any genetic issues. So it's not something, they are sensitive information that when people violated it, it's going to affect you so badly. So, and I know when we're talking about cybersecurity, cyber attack, and most of we're looking at finance, it's not the financial aspect alone. There's some information that when people use against you, they can use it against you, probably if you are going into politics in future, or even against your children, in future. So you want us to be very, very careful what you're passing out. So your cookies ID as well. So yeah, we'll send this to us so that we can have a look at it again. So example of data that are not considered as personal data. So I'm just going to give us this one and then explain later on. So like your company registration number is online. So if you open a company, so the registration number is going to be online. Those are public information. Your email address is not considered as a personal information because yeah, we all give it to everybody. In fact, sometimes number, it depends on the use of it. So sometimes everybody know your number, so it's public. Your social media account, name, if you are maybe Ola Good, it's not a personal data to be sincere, it's a public information. So anonymous data as well, once you put there and you don't put your name, you put, these are public information. So sorry, I'll quickly run. This I'm exercising on this because this is what these people attack. So we need to understand, before we put our stuff there. Because after this meeting, I want us to go on our internet and see what to put there. Your marital status as well. These are personal information. You do get. So if you are married, fine. I'm single, but then as well. So we need to. Why are we putting it there? If you are single, you are looking for someone, something like that. That's fine. You put it there because you want to get, it's just the reason why. So it's really, really important. Your personal data right. So you have rights over your personal information, how your personal information is being processed, especially in the UK. So like your GP, how they process it, the hospital, your social service, the police, your employer, Department of Work and Pensions, HMRC, so on and so forth, organization. Even in Nigeria, anywhere you are in the world, you have rights over how, I know, I don't know about Nigeria, but I know UK has Data Protection Act. So the law cover your rights. So what are your rights? What can you do? What do I mean by your rights? So I'm just going to explain. So what information do I have a right to ask for? So you have a right to ask any organization, that you've given your information to. What you have the right to ask the police, the information they have about you. You can call them. Maybe you've had an issue with police before and all this, so you want to know what they have exactly. So by law, they should disclose what they have about you. You're not asking about that, not about yourself. So why, and then you can ask, why is it hold? Why do they hold that information? You can ask, who are they sharing your information with? So you need to know, So, and for example, GCCMI, you want to know what are they going to use your information for, you have rights. Even though what you're giving to GCCMI is just like a public thing anyway, your email is not a do get. So, but I'm just saying, if, for example, if we are your employer, you've left the place, what are they still doing with your information? So you have a right, to look into all these things. So I will not emphasize more on that, but I just want us to understand what our personal information. Let me look at the time. Yeah, so we have 20 minutes. So cyber attack, like I said, the reason why we are studying this is just to prevent cyber attack. So what is cyber attack itself? Cyber attack is an attempt to gain unauthorized access, to our computer, to our computer system, our device, our information online. Cyber attack is a set of action performed by threat actor who try to gain unauthorized access, steal data, cause damage to computers, computer network, and other computer systems. So how do they do this thing? What they do is they attacker gain unauthorized access to your computer, and then the attacker may use various tactics. So I'm going to explain what they use, to attack your phone. So, and the reason why they do this is to steal, to modify your data, to destroy your data. So why are they doing this? The reason behind this attack is, number one, financial gain. Probably if they, some of the attack they are doing towards you, probably some of them, they may have assessed, maybe this person does not really have money, but you have a brother that is living abroad. You have, so when you have that kind, it's like, it look like all these kidnappers as well, if you don't have money, they can just take you away. And for example, if you have children abroad, they can take you away and hide you somewhere, and try to use, that to, to chiffon money, from your family. So yeah, so these are what they do. So the attack might not necessarily be for you, but it can be someone that is really big, that is close to you. And it could be activists for political reason, for example, probably if you want to go for some position and they want to really destroy it, your competitor can use that against it. So sabotage, to destroy your plan. For example, if you have a friend, you said, for example, you say, just your friends, your little, you want to marry, maybe you have someone coming from abroad. It just our life, what's it called? Our life event, our life opportunity. So things that happen to us every day. So you want to marry someone and your friend is not happy about it. So if you can, she can attack you, get the information, get the number of the guy, you know, you do get what I mean? So they call it social engineering. Use a form to get it to lie against you or send message, use your, you know, account, you know, do a lot of things, you know, just to damage. If it could be a job, you guys just got a job, you're happy about it, someone is not happy in your circle, the person can get access to your email, send emails to the employer, say rubbish about them next time and delete it. You don't know what has happened, and the employer that has given you the employee that has given you appointment letter, they send another letter again that we are sorry, we can't take you again. You're worried what's happening, you don't know someone has done something through your account, and the person has deleted it, you don't know history, you can never know. And the person is very close to you, and the person will be the first person you will tell that, hey, that job, hey, it is gone. So that's why it's really important that so Auntie, please let me pause the video. I just want to correct someone is shouting. Yeah, please.
All right.
I'm sorry, it's affecting me. Sorry about that. Just 1 second. So sorry about this. I'm so sorry. That's me too. So Auntie, you can start again though. Don't stop. Oh, just click on start. Okay. Where are we? Okay, yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. So why do they do this? So I've explained, and I believe the Holy Spirit will be helping us. So sometimes when we talk about we think we look at people, a stranger, someone that won't know, the person that is going to attack you might be very close to you. So that's why you need to be aware and you need to be able to protect yourself. And that's why sometimes when you put your phone, you know, some of us we don't have protection on our phone. It's not good. You know, sometimes we go visit friends, we just put our phone there, we go upstairs maybe to use the ladies, or you go to, you know, to use the giant, you know, you just leave your information there. People who has been monitoring you, it take them just less than 5 minutes to gather your information. So we need to be watching our back. So I don't know who need this information. Yeah, so we are looking at different cyber attack that is predominant today. So we start with the malware. So we are aware of that malware. So this one is like a virus, you know, is a form of a malicious software in which any file or program can be used, you know, to attack, you know, your computer users. We have different type of malware. We have worms, virus, Trojan, and spareware. So some of us who love story online, we love, you know, Facebook, we love to, you know, to read. You know, sometimes when we click, we discover that when we click on some link, you know, it will tell us that we experience this Trojan, this virus. You know, they will be there, they will be giving sign, you know. The purpose is to hijack your system from you. So if you click further, then your system is gone. So it's really important that we are mindful of the site we visit, you know. And when we have these issues, you can switch up your phone. And yeah, we have to be very careful. I'm going to show us some of the websites we can visit and some that we shouldn't visit at all along the line. So ransomware is just like malware, but it's another type of malware that involve an attacker locking the victim. So what happens is when you successfully, when you click on that link, or probably you go watch a video, you know, or some emails can come where you say, oh, winner. When you click on those kind of things, they are, you know, those are, I will show you an example of those emails. So then you know that, yeah, you are going to be attacked, because those things are there because you've not applied for anything. So how do you win what lottery? You've not played any game. So why are you a winner? So it's just logical. Sometimes, you know, we get carried away because sometimes we love free stuff. So these are these cyber criminals use this ransomware. And this ransomware is so, because the malware is even you can actually, if you have antivirus, and virus will fight it for you. But ransomware, the immediately you click on that, then your system will be hijacked. Then it means just they lock up your system, and in that process they gather as many information. So social engineering is an attack that this is the one I'm talking about, on human interaction. So this one is just someone, for example, if someone to attack you, that person, most of these people that so most of the attack we have on, it's not every day we have malware or people that fraudster, that phishing. That one we experienced that last time is called phishing. So it's not every time we have that. But every day of our life, we have this social engineering in our circle, in our streets, monitoring us, not only in a cyber, today we are talking about cyber attack, but we know they attack people physically as well. So if you are careless, so they rely on human interaction. So it tricks user into breaking security procedure to gain sensitive information that is typically protected. Yeah. So yeah, when we have been tricked, to get what's the name of the company where you are working from, all those information you keep saying to people who doesn't need this information, then you know we fall victim. It's a matter of time, so we have to be very, very careful and watchful. And phishing, so this one is the this one is the major one that the cyber attacker criminals use. So it's a form of social engineering where fraudulent email and text message that resemble those from from reputable or known source are sent. For example, from your bank, you can see a GTB sending you, hello, how are you? You've won something. These are phishing. If you click on the link, yeah, that's the end of. So I know some people will click on it before, but even though you click on it, they go into your system, unaware. But probably they've not gathered what they want, so that's why you don't feel any attack. But let's say you have some money, or you have some critical information, then you will know it's just going to go in a matter in a second. Yeah, so that's why we have to be watchful, to be very, very careful. Often random attack. So these people basically what they do is they don't have to know you before they attack you. So for example, oh sorry, I'm not sure. Let me see if I have my, just one sec. I will have shown you. So the guy who attacked GCCMI, just one second. Auntie, what can you say? Sorry. Are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
What can you
Yeah, I'm
say?
writing because my friend just told me this evening that she lost 95,000. I think she's been keeping it away from me over the week. I knew she was cold somehow, but she didn't tell me. So it was this evening I went to her place and we were talking, and she was like, they duped out 95,000. I was like, how come? How did you do it? And she was like,
Mm,
you wanted to buy something online and from Jumia. She thought it was Jumia, but it
mhm,
was, they wrote Jumia and added an M at the back.
mm, mm, mm,
Jumiam. You
mhm.
understand? Jumiam. That she was not sure, she was not conscious. And now she's been duped
That's
and
fetching.
they were sending. Yes, that's fishing. The last
Mm,
one you just spoke about now. So
mm,
I'm getting along. I'm getting it.
Thank you, man. So example of this is the guy the attacker. So before it attacked us, on he attacked the us May 1st. But he has started, he has been looking for a way, he want to attack me. It is me, I was the target. But because I was very brave and maybe the Spirit of God helped me, you know. So he has been looking for a way to attack me. So a week before he attacked, start calling people. On the 23rd, he sent me this link. You know this? Can you see this link? What does it look?
Yes,
Do
yes,
you see NSPC? Say, I say, then I reply in the morning. I said, so I was like, who is this? That was, I type anyway. I said, what is in the link, please? I now reply again, sorry. Some people would have clicked on the link. I said, sorry, I won't
exactly.
I won't click on the link as I understand phishing. So you do get, I measure that phishing
Yes,
scam,
yes, that's
and
the
I'm a wrong
terminology.
person to scam. Then I say your mother, I'm your mother. I will
Hmm.
paparazzi. So anyway, later it take time. He's looking for a way to catch me. He say good evening. This is a person I don't know. This is a prayer platform that is NSPP. I tell you, those people they will be in trouble.
Hmm.
NSPPD, and the man of God is Pastor to Jerry. Can you see? So when they send
Yes.
information, they will make errors, they make mistake. And I here, I have been so blessed with I've been following the ease. this prayer platform with him. So I wanted to share to you out of love. The person I don't know. So I don't understand what you mean by scam. Me, I reply him immediately. I said, never send me such again. Then I put it, I said, I don't even know you. You, I don't know what I put there. Your contact is not safe. So he tried me. He called me. Then he couldn't. That's when I started attacking the group. Let's say he was able, let's say I click on this. He will hijack my number. Then he will now dupe so many people. Because by that time, I will not even have number to send me. Because what happened is when they get access, they take over so I can't log in, I can't do nothing. Do you get how many parents I want to send text message to? Can I text message to people in Nigeria? It's going to cost me a lot of money. So it will make it. So the guy really failed, not being able to catch me. The guy is still going to try me again. It's a matter, but I'm ready for him. Do you get? So you get what I mean? So can you see this example of phishing? So this one they call it let me just go back. So this one is called spear phishing. This is a type of phishing that has an intended targeted user, organization, business. So you want to attack me so that they can gain access. It will make so much from people.
Yeah.
You can say they admit Joy and in the hospital, blah blah blah. I mean, just right now they sending money. Do you get? People will like, hey, this until you will make
fire.
And me, I will not even know. And sometimes so you can
Exactly.
some people they've already hijack their what's it called? Their device, but they are not aware. They don't know. Another person is using it. The only way you can know. Another sign is when your phone is hot. They are using it somewhere. Or when your battery just drop. Because you charge you say 30. Hey, try to. I know some phones are very bad, but try to wash your back anyway in that situation. So phishing. So now I'm going to show us another example of phishing. So you already know, man. So don't let me waste, but because of the people will be checking. So can you see my screen, ma? You can see Google. Hello?
Yes, ma, I can see Google.
You can see Google, okay. So this example of phishing. So can you see this is an email? I'm using image for example of phishing email. So an email you don't know, or they can use your bank account, but GTB can have double T. Like that's Jumai. So there's always if you pay attention to details, they shouldn't get you. And there's always an urgency. There's only going to tell you to click on a link. They're always going to tell you that it's urgent. And you see, they're also going to tell you. And sometimes they use someone who knows you. Can do maybe you just gone get your passport, you're looking for, they can say, congratulations, US is looking for something. Hey, someone put, man, will you not click on that link? Click on it, link and quickly put your information. That is how they will just, do you get what I mean? So
yes, my
yeah. So I'll give another example. This is another example now. My university to me. So if you don't check proper, and the way they will do it. So my university, maybe that person, maybe it's May University, but can you see they will meet, they will going to be hero. And then the person might not even know you. When it doesn't address it, say dear, network user. Just imagine. You can say from MTN Nigeria. But Nigeria NG can be MTN NGT. Something like that look weird. Can you see this one? This email is meant to inform you that my university, network password will expire in 24 hours. Just imagine. Please click on the link below to update. This is how they attack. This one is even easy. So if you are a student, quickly, it's going to be 24 hours. You won't check the address. You won't check this person is so wicked. People logo. But you know that if your school, they are connected, they will not say network user. They will address you because they have your information. So those are the ways. So, and this is going to be really prominent in this generation because we are becoming digital. So they will be coming with idea that will look even real. Look at this one too. So it said Microsoft, but dot email dash record. People will not check all those. You need to check. Do you need to do? Are you expecting email? If you're expecting email, sometimes if they know that you could be to bank, that is I want to money, spear to monitoring. That is spear with the spear one. So those ones they will be exact, so that you take grace. Look at this one now. He knows I'm a Christian. He knows that we operate GCCMI, maybe NSP. I know my stake about NSPPD. I don't join hand, but it would have thought. Just imagine if I'm like people like Antitemi, they'll just click on it because they are part of NSPP. But you can't catch me because I number one, I'm not interested in that. Number two, I'm aware. That's why I quickly told it to him that I understand fishing, my brother. Whoever is there, I understand scam. So, but it's not everybody. Some people will, thank you, God bless you. They don't know that, you sending me love. Do you get? How do you love me when I don't know you? You don't know me. You do get? It's going to be difficult. You don't love me. So loving you, before you love someone, you know someone. If you meet someone, you say you love this person, you don't love. It's lost. Or you admire. There's a difference between that. But when you love someone, it means you love someone even with their weakness. That is when you know their weakness, you know their strength, and you still choose to love them. That is what we call real love. So you tell me you love me, I block you. So that's the case with this person. Anyway, so let me just quickly rush you now. So, and because of your time, I know you are going, and we have 3 minutes left. So I'm going back to our presentation. So we discuss this. So yeah, we are through. Next time we'll be looking at authentication factor, because this is what we are telling people now that they need to password setting. Some of us, when we set password, we use our date of birth, we use our children date of birth. These people who are monitoring us, they know our children, they know the day they born, they know everything. So if you're using those things, they can easily guess those passwords. But the password we should be using, we're going to teach us how to set our password next time. Fishy, we're going to go into that. We're going to explain it so that people have understand, because this is what is currently in vogue, what these people are using, and they are really making it, from this secured website. So so I'm going to quickly share my screen to show us an example of secure website. So I'm just going to use GCCMI website as an example. So let's go to GCCMI website, GCCMI. So that's it. We have it there. Let's just come up here. So if you want to buy anything online, first thing you need to ensure that it is secured. This is number one, how to know that your website is secure. Can you see the padlock? If you check GTB, it doesn't have padlock, all this bank. If it doesn't have this, I'm sorry. And another thing is, for example, if I want to share this, can you see it has HTTPS? If S is missing, it's not secured. So any information you put, anything you buy, sometimes when you go online, you put your name, now you sign in. All those information is going to be attacked because they are not secured. So but we're going to look in that in detail next time. So I'll quickly rush through some of this other slide. So that we're supposed to have discussed today. So if you want to contact us, that's our information. And 7 safety tip. So 7 internet safety tips for everyone, young, adult, old. So let's go to the next slide. So number 1, don't give out personal information. I'm going to rush this. We can read it later. Don't give out your personal information. Now you know what is your personal information. So now we need to ensure that we don't give this information out. Don't create complex password, like I've mentioned. So don't use password with your name, date of birth. People will guess that, but use password that has combination of letter, number, and symbol. It's going to be hard for people, to be able to know. For example, if you are using a password, maybe your password is complex, and you put COO at PL. Who want to do guess? It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easily guessed.
Can't guess that.
So yeah. So check website reliability. I just explained, if it doesn't have small lock icon, or if S is missing, it doesn't have. If S in this, S means secure. If it's not there, if your website is just HTTP, that you visit, you put your bank details and also on. It's a sorry case. It's a matter of time. Avoid suspicious online link. So people that love gist, you love to go and read from different blogger account. There's a blogger. If the blogger is account is protected, secure, you know what I've just shown you. You can go ahead. But if it's not, I'm sorry. It's a matter of time. Except if you don't have money in your account. But this attacker, don't forget that it's not that they're going to steal straight away. They're waiting for when your big money will hit the account. I'll send you 1 million, then you check, it's gone. Real, it's gone to someone because the person has the trap of itself maybe 5 years ago. So keep your computer updated. So it's really important we keep all our software, we download the latest version. So we'll be seeing some notification, it's really important that we are doing this. Okay, I think I confused people. I told them 9 o'clock before. Monitor app permissions. So that's where we need to ensure that most of us who we go on different app. So let me mute that person. So we have to be watchful, the kind of app we download on our system. And we need to read their privacy as well. And be cautious of public Wi-Fi. Yeah, some of us, because of we don't have internet, it could be because of maybe money or anything, so we use public Wi-Fi. So like bus when you're traveling, yeah. So we need to be watchful because those some of the Wi-Fi, these cyber criminals use it. So anyone who use unsecured network, anyone can use unsecured to spread malware and to access your personal information. So be careful of the network you use. Don't just use network in open place, and their public network, Wi-Fi. Yeah, so that's that about our safety tip. So we are going to this one, which is the most interesting part of everything, because like I said, whatever we are doing at GCCMI, our masterclass, everything is tend to protect our children. Like our mental health, we know if our parents are aware, they'll be able to apply. And we saw yesterday, how parents were so impressed and happy, they connected, looking at the intentional parenting as well. I know we've learned something, and looking at the health and safety, that one is fabulous as well. So yeah, so our purpose is to ensure that our children are safe guided. Our parents have the right information, to help our children. So I know that yeah, some children has been exposed to the internet, to the cyberspace even before age 14. So if that is the case, then parent, this is not right. So we need to ensure that we are doing the right thing with our children just to safeguard them. So the standard age is 13 and 14, where they can have their own maybe social media accounts. And here are the information we need to let them know, aware before we don't just give them buy phone for them, allow them to be online. They need to be aware, they need to be guided. So this will help them. So I will start with number one. Guide is repetition. Friends. So when the children go online, they are so excited, they meet friends. Some people will send them friend requests, and they tend to meet people they don't know, online. So, and some friends, some people, especially this cyber criminal, maybe your child, you're from a very rich home, or they just want to attack, they don't care, they need money. Some they can load our children, to meet them up at, it depends on your country where you are connecting from. If it's McDonald's here or Mr. Biggs in Nigeria, children, they want to go, the little ones, to meet them. So we need to let them know that don't visit, don't meet online friend without your parent permission. If anyone is inviting you, for a friend or for kind of outing, you need to be aware. So they shouldn't go without your permission. So if you're aware that you'll be able to know that person's name, you'll be able to use your discretion to say, no, don't go. So also they need to be aware of their reputation as well, because most people today are having issues in terms of employment. It has to do with what they posted maybe 10 years ago. Internet don't forget things. So if you post rubbish, you've been, so when you apply, there's some employer go to they find you online to look at your lifestyle and they judge. So basically let them know. Apart from that, apart from even employment reason, it's really good we live a decent life out there because we have what we call the online footprint. So the way people perceive you online. So yeah, some people are being judged, from what they are posting. So we need to let our children know aware of this so they don't fall victim. So we let them know, don't post anything you wouldn't want your teacher, your daddy, your mom, your future employer to see. So you need to protect your reputation, make sure you post things reasonably, and bullying as well. Some people some children have been bullied online. Some they even bully them to the level that they rape them, they do a lot of things to them online. Some people will point gun at them, if you tell your parents, we kill you real life. So they need to report. So tell someone if you think cyberbullying is happening to you or other people. So with time, we are going to write a book anyway for our children to read or bully, so they understand when they're being bullied. Because of children also might not know if they are being bullied or not. So, but when they read about this, and we are going to have some seminar with the kids as well, the teenagers, so that they are aware of what bullying is, so they can be able to seek for help, where necessary. Manners, and teach our children manner online as well. Some kids, you see some kids, trolling adults, cursing them, abusing them. You'll be shocked when you ask for you check their age, they are just 14, 15, So there needs to be kind and be respectful, to others. It's really important as they are in their real life, in their daily life, they need to apply this online as well. So tell a parent what you are doing online. So our parents also need to, they need to safeguard them. They need to see what they are doing. So ask trusted adults if you need help or sure of any online activity. Yeah. So there are a lot of, there are pawns online, different things, that are not right, gamble and all those things. So they need to be able to communicate with their parents, to be able to let them know that this is what the site have seen today. So that's where parent engagement step in. When your child has been on phones since morning, sometimes you can stylish pass and peep, and sometimes you can ask question, what have you been doing? You don't give account, tell them, gist them about, I've signed the play. Where do you find today? Stylishly, so you'll be able to help them and know where they visited. Privacy. So we need to let them know, like we've discussed, we've mentioned, I'm so sorry, our mom that came late, but that's fine. We've recorded this session, we can send it to our parents. So our personal information, they need to keep it private. They don't need to share, their name, their location, where they are, their phone number, their date of birth. Don't share with people. Like I've mentioned, most of us, every information that the people want to use to attack us, they have it already. For example, here in the UK, if I need to speak to my bank to transfer money or something, you know, my account, I want to check my balance, all they ask me is my name, and I tell you, people know your full name. They ask for my address. A lot of people, because we put it out there, people know your address. They ask for your, what's it called, your phone. They have your phone number already. They can ask some people ask such questions. They have for your date of birth. They ask for your mother maiden name. This is one part of your security. And when people have this information, they access your account straight away. So after today meeting, we should try as much as possible to go to online, see what information we put out there. So I pray may God help us in Jesus' name. Amen. So our children also need to learn to protect themselves online. Don't share your personal information. Don't let people know your location. Don't let people know your phone number. Put it there. Your date of birth, don't put it there. Don't put your school information. Don't put anything that is sensitive, online. So question, do you believe everything you read online? So, and there's a lot of incorrect information on the internet as well. We need to let them know that everything they see online is not real, So they have to look at people, all this lifestyle, bloggers and all those stuff. You see them, sometimes our children admire them, they make them their model, their, what's it called, mentor. They look forward to see them, they want to be like them, but in real life, they are not what they portray. Majority use on what's it called, all these face modification apps. So yeah, so and our children won't know, so they believe, and they want to, they also themselves, they want to do tummy talk, they want to do all these things. They don't know that these people actually have big tummy in real life. It's just software that is. So we need to let them know that They need to be asking you questions, what they see online, and we need to let them know that they shouldn't believe everything they see online. Only create accounts with trusted sites, like I've just shown us. So I'm going to show for the benefit of our mommy that just joined. So our accounts, you always use trusted sites when you want to buy stuff online. Trusted site, I'm going to show you. Make sure your password is strong. So some of us will use our date of birth, we use our children name. People can guess that. Spear fish fisher will get that. That we explained previously. So, and then don't share your password with others. We need to tell our children. So I will quickly show us example of just one sec. Let me click on escape on our website, our secure website. So I use them as an example. So this is if you need to buy anything online, you want to put information online, sign up or anything. First of all, check if this padlock is not there. But this padlock shows secure, then don't try it, because if you put your information there, it's a matter of time they are coming for you. Especially when you have money, they already have that satellite into your account, into your information you've given them, so they're going to use it. It's a matter of time. So, and if after this meeting you shop online, it's good to shop online. I'm not against that. I do that because make life very, very easy. But ensure you are visiting a secured one, and also ensure that the website has S. This S means secure. Any website you see with HTTP without S, please don't even dare to buy anything or put your information on that website. They are not secured. And also, I've shown us this person, and phishing. So when you receive email message from people, and these are people you don't know, sending you some link, you have to be very careful. This is a guy that's actually attacked us a few weeks ago. So he has targeted me. If he was able to get me, then wow, he will have destroyed the group, but he was unable. He has been in the group for 2 weeks trying to master plan on how to attack the group. So he came for me on the 23rd, send me this link. So, and I reply, what's in the link? And I quickly let him know, sorry, I won't click on the link. I understand phishing because I know it's a scam. Scam. I'm a wrong person to scam. So, I just want I'm your mother. I don't know where that one come from, but I just put it. I thought I was even sleeping that Sunday. It's a Sunday. So anyway, he replied me. He waited. He's looking for style. You want to get me? He said, good evening. Because he has used it that this lady that is doing this Bible club, maybe he's a Christian, we like Pastor Jerry, blah, blah, blah. Can you see? He said, good evening. After 5-6 hours, he went to strategize. Good evening. This is a prayer platform that is NSPPD. And the man of God is pastor to Jerry. So be very watchful when these people, this attacker, when they send you message, they're always making errors. Pastor to Jerry. I have been so blessed with have been following this prayer platform with him. So I just want to share to you out of love. The person I don't know. How do you love me? I don't know you. So I don't understand what you mean by scam. And me being, I just reply, I don't have time to waste time. Never send me such again. I don't even know you. Your contact is not saved. End of. So this is a number that's been attacking, So it came for me. But when they were not successful, I saw different of the activities. So I just ignore, that's when they went for, start calling people. Just imagine if they hijack my number and start calling our parents. Parents will believe, they will use a lady and they just, take steal. So I'm just showing that as an example. So different example we've shown before. I will share this video, with you, if you're happy. So and so that you can watch it at your time. Yeah. So let's continue. Sorry, I'll put this. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? That's one sec. Yeah. So basically, we need to tell our children to use trusted sites always. We show them so that they are aware. Make sure they use strong password. Like I said, don't use your date of birth, don't use your children name again. For example, if you are using account, for example, as your password, and you put ACC and you put at, that sign at or exclamation OUNTS, it's going to be difficult for people to, to be able to guess, that. So what I'm trying to say, I'm not saying we should use accounts. I'm just saying use something really strong that you can remember, but stop using your date of birth, your children, people, they'll guess it for you. Um, unplug. So we let them know that they can plug, they should not stay online forever. They make sure they balance their screen time, because when you expose yourself to screen, it's a matter of time. It affects you even mentally. So you have headache, you be stressed out, so let them make sure you go outside for a walk, you read your book, and you talk face to face with others as well. So yesterday we've learned about the importance of balancing our screen time. Even us as a parent as well, we need to ensure that we are doing this. We balance our screen time. So time we spend on screen is, some of us, we're addicted. We are in addiction level at the moment. So we just need to try to unplug to get ourselves back, so that we will use, or we spend, our we live a balanced life, not every time on phone, every time. It's not good for our health, it's not good for our lives, it's not good for our relationship. We need to be able to talk to people face to face. So all this we need to teach our children. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the end of the section. We have a quiz, weekly run through the quiz. I'm sorry I've taken our time, but I will be very quick with this quiz. So, and Auntie, are you still there? I don't know if someone is talking or is network. So he's saying,
No.
what is cyber safety? Oh, let's quickly look at it. I believe you can see my screen, and if you know, you say hi, they'll call you. What is cyber safety? So A say protect yourself from physical harm, protecting yourself from online harm, protecting yourself from natural disaster, protecting yourself from sunburn.
B.
What's the answer?
B.
B.
From
So
online
B.
harm.
Thank you. So let's go to the next. So the next one says, what is personal information? We discussed this today. So A says information about your age and school. B is information that can identify you, like your name or your address. C is saying that information about your family. And D say all of this. What's the answer?
Look,
All of this, yeah, everything. So the next one say, which of these following is a strong password? So let's quickly look at it. Which one? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it D? If you love dog, people will get, they put I love dog. So they know
D.
that so who will get this one? A person must be really, really crazy to be able to, get this one. It's not possible. So I'm not saying we should put kind of, password that we will not remember, but ensure you use strong password. So number 4, it said, what should you do if someone you don't know tries to contact you online? Number 1, it says reply to their message and become friends. Someone you don't know. Number 2, say ignore their message and tell a trusted adult. This one is for our children. The number 6 say give your personal information to them straight away. And then D say add them as friends on social media. So what's the correct answer? So the correct answer is B. Ignore them. Ignore their message and tell a trusted adult. That is if that is for our children, and if it's us, then we can ignore their message or report or block them. So someone doesn't know you're contacting you. Which of the following is safe to share online? Your home address, your school name, your favorite hobby, your date of birth. Which one can you share?
I can't see any of this.
You can share your favorite hobby, because that one you can share that one, but your school name you don't need to. I studied in so 10 years ago. I know we put all those things when Facebook, first of all, we put all those things, we put our home address, we put everything. If some people will put their salary there, hey, Baba. But yeah, now we are aware, it's everybody. So yeah. So what is fishing? So I explain it. Fishing means swimming in river with fish. B, spending Saturday at lake catching fish. C, playing online game with friends. D, pretending to be someone else online to get personal information. What's the answer? D.
D.
So what is malware? I explain it. A type of virus that can cause harm to your computer or device. B, a type of protective software. C, a type of online chat room. D, a special outfit to wear to a party.
A.
For your uncle, A, good. Auntie, you are winning. No. What is this is really important. This is what I was talking about. What is digital footprint? I think this is the last question. It means A, the impression you live online. 2, a photo of your foot taken with a camera. C, working on a laptop. D, a type of online game. What is digital footprint? A, the impression you leave online. So we need to assess our footprint. Some people don't know us before, but based on our posts, the way our disposition, they just judge us. So we need to, if we are very controversial, we know what we are like already. Yeah, so that's the end of our session. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining our mommy that came late. That's fine. We are happy to see you anyway. So go through the man, go through the link, we
It's me,
send.
Auntie Joy.
Oh.
Auntie Ruth. Good evening, Auntie Ruth.
Please stop sharing, stop recording. Sorry.
Yeah, the one recording,
That's it. Anyway, let me quickly land on. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and people who's going to watch, later on. I hope this session is helpful. So basically, we're having the next session next month. So 3rd week next month, and it's going to be on Sunday, 8 p.m. Please, if you miss the session, that's fine. But next month, please do not miss it, because we'll be looking at, let me just really show you what we'll be looking at next month, which is really, really important, you join. So we'll be looking at authentication factors. Some of us, what's it? How do we create it? So we look at that in full depth, and then we'll be looking at password setting, how to set your password, phishing, because this is one of the the major cyber attack that this criminal use online, and then secured website. So how to assess, how to be able to identify. I've mentioned it anyway, but we go into that in detail. So we show you the unsecured one and secure, so you know the difference between the two. Yeah. So yeah, I hope this session is helpful, and then we look forward to see you next time. Thank you so much for your time. So and I pray may God be with us all. Love you so much. Bye for now. So let me quickly. So Auntie Rose, you have this information. We have them already. I will send you the video because we talk so much. Ropo. Ropo. It's a long one. So let me stop. I stop.